in a small town down in Arkansas, where the river flows. There's a man with a passion that everybody knows. He's got a collection that'll make you stare. Vintage pocket knives laid with tender care.
Howdy everybody. Welcome once again to HT's EDC, coming at you this Hump Day Wednesday here in the Stone. As you can see behind me over here, well, and a little over there, we have a bright sunny day here, and yesterday was kind of a wet, windy mess, but today the sun is back out and supposed to even get up in the high 50s, maybe hit 60 degrees today, so should be a good day to get outdoors some. But this morning we're going to do one that comes to us from Brother JC, Mountain Ajar. I am hopping on someone else's tag. Want to pay it forward. I saw this tag, I believe yesterday or the day before, and I thought to myself, well, I don't have many of those said type of knives, but that would be a good thing. I wouldn't keep people here, you know, an hour with my video. So we're gonna get right into it this morning after we do, of course, our What You Totin'. And today we are, of course, rocking the Holy Land Pocket Cross, courtesy of Brother Dwayne Clark, Clark's Kentucky Knives. Never leave home without it. And in our pocket today, we are going with this beauty, and this is courtesy of my fellow Arkansonian and frequent flyer here on the channel, Brother Pete. And this is my saw cut bone. Get it all open here in all its glory. Give me just a second, folks. This is my saw cut bone 75 Stockman, and as you can see right there in the best steel, in my opinion, that Case ever made, good old chrome vanadium CV. And give you a look here on the show side, has these beautiful, this is bone by the way, saw cut bone, has this nice dark here in the middle. If you can see on the edges, got a little amber, a little maybe hint of orange right there on those edges. And then it comes down to a nice cream colored right on the very ends, where we have, on this end, we have USA right here in good old HT red. And up on the other end, we have Case XX. Just a beautiful stunner. Stunner 75 Stockman. Love this. Like I said, got this from my buddy Pete in a good old horse swap, and proud to have it. Running that today. Going to get some feedback in the new leather piece that I am demoing, and see how this nice 75 totes today. But anyway, cheers. Just so good. The Lord's nectar, folks. The Lord's nectar. And wouldn't be HT's EDC without a quick shout out from old Yukon. He is on his job this morning and watching over everything. And we will sit him down here and get right off into it. So, if you looked at my thumbnail, today I'm going to show you my automatic collection. Which is not very vast, which I thought would be a good thing, where we can get through them in a halfway timely manner. You guys do know me, but I only have 4 of them, and this one is for you, Brother Joe, Brother JC. Again, this is his open tag he started, Show Us Your Automatic Knives, and here we go. I will say I am not a huge automatic fan. Thus, I have 4 of them. I don't have any out the fronts currently. I've had a couple few throughout the years. They've came and gone out of my collection. Currently, the 4 I have now are all side automatics. Believe it or not, Miss T has the only OTF in the house. That's right. She actually has a little OTF that she totes time to time. But for me, I just have these 4, and they are all side autos. And we're going to get into the 2 that you have seen. You've seen these before on my channel. And we'll start out with my most recent. This is the Buck 112. Ah, that was Angels. That was Angels singing, right, Brother Terry? Got to have some an angel chorus when we show the 112s. But all kidding aside, this is the 112 Pro Elite. Has this nice deployment button right here that I will deploy it. And basically, if you were to cover this up and this little cutout right here in the blade, you got yourself a 112. Still has a back lock. And my automatic fans, my true auto fans, are just cringing. They would absolutely hate this knife, because they're going to say, if it's an automatic, why in the world can't I open and close my knife from the deployment button? Well, the short answer is because Buck didn't want it that way. They wanted to harken back and not lose all of what us Buck fans love in a 112 or a 110, and that is right here, the good old back lock. So, in order to deploy this knife, I guess I need to do it with my left hand, show what I'm doing here. Okay, we are fully deployed by this deployment button. Well, if you push on that button, like right now, I'm pushing it, I am going nowhere. To close this knife, you have to come back here and use the old back lock. So Buck was able to wrangle in some of the good old 112 back lock goodness that we've all known and love, and they've put a little fun on it. Got some upgrades. We got nickel silver bolsters, and on this particular one, if you can see here, we have CPM S30V, a powder metallurgy steel. I did that without even a sip of Coke. But an upgraded steel, blade steel on this one. Nickel silver bolsters. Just a pocket full of fun. I am glad to have it in my Buck collection, my 112 collection. And there I went like a goober trying to push this button. There we go. Got to hit the back lock as Buck and God intended. But anyway, this is the 112 Pro Auto Elite, and that's number 1. You guys have seen that one before. And this next one, I like to call this my bar room special. No, I am not a beer drinker and a bar carouser, but I can just kind of see this. This is the one you take into a bar, your favorite watering hole, and you shimmy up to the bar around your buddies, and you come up there and you just say, you know, boys, I tell you what, $20 to any of you guys that can get this knife open, and you got 5 minutes. If you can't, you owe me 20. If you can, I owe you 20. I tell you what, you would probably, when you walk out of there, if you made your way down the whole bar there and took bets, you could probably buy a round for the house. This one is pretty funny. It is called a hidden release. And I shudder to do that, honestly. Don't do that because I've gave this to my wife before, and I'm like sitting there watching her. She's pushing on the clip. She's pushing on the bolster. She's pushing on these pins. She's trying to pull the blade. She's pushing the blade down. I'm thinking to myself, if somehow she does trip this, she's probably going to hurt herself. So don't do that. But anyway, if you look right here, here's how they do this. If you can notice, see this little, I call it, looks like a step right here on this bolster. You can see it up top, and you can see this little cutout here, and it don't have it over here. Well, that's the star of the show. This is a slide lock, and I'm gonna have to, it's gonna be weird. I'm gonna have to try to do it. Can I do it? No, I can't do it left hand. To get this knife out, I did it with my index finger. But see that? See what I have there? This bolster slides. They have this nice knurling on here, and you do this with your thumb. Can you see me moving that? That is what opens and closes your knife. You come and you slide your thumb back, and that releases the blade. Just a cool piece of innovation. And again, you see kind of a theme here. Let me close this and show you what I'm talking about. But right now, if I was to hold this knife up to you, number one, this is a Trapper chassis. So if I don't turn this knife around, you're going to say, man, you got yourself a modern traditional there. Because no way around it. We got screw construction. We got some knurling going on here and screw construction on this side. Okay, we have a modern traditional Trapper, right? Well, if you flip it on around, okay, we got a pocket clip. Some of you people just threw up in your mouths. But anyway, pump the brakes a little bit. If you come up here, you see that one screw right there. And if you look up here, we have a nice recess. This is removable. I have not removed it yet. Will I? Maybe. Right now, so far, I've left it on there and just, ran it as a pocket clip, left the pocket clip on there. But it is very removable. You could take this clip off. You could put the screw the screw back in the hole, and you just got yourself, if people don't know the magic of it, you got yourself a modern traditional Trapper that has a little magic in that bolster up there. But anyway, beautiful knife. Of course, I went with Stag, and look at these, just look at these deep cut valleys. You got one running across the top. You got some there. Look at this valley that comes here through the about midway and goes to the bottom. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous piece of Stag. So I made it as traditional as something like this can be. Trapper frame, went with Stag, but no way around it. We got screwed construction. It's an automatic, just a beautiful, beautiful knife. And whole bucket load of fun if nobody gets hurt trying to open it. So anyway, that is numero 2. Number 3, getting into the ones you guys probably have never seen, we have this guy. And this is a Piranha USA. Let me get that old Piranha around there. There you go. Look at that big old toothy fish right there. Deployment button right here. Kind of a, you guys tell me, kind of a fish scale vertebrae. I don't know. Half moon jigging here on this thing. This is totally aluminum construction. And this actually has a connection to this knife. They are made, believe it or not, in the same city. If you know those buck knives, that is Post Falls, Idaho. Well, so is Piranha. That is another, this is a U.S. company, automatic company based out of Post Falls, Idaho. Go ahead and get this thing open here. Check it out. Kind of has, harkens to me a little bit of a stiletto, kind of dagger, stiletto kind of vibe to it. I know you stiletto fans probably just screamed at the TV, that's not a stiletto. Well, okay, I know it's not a stiletto, but kind of looks stiletto-ish. If you come up here, check out this blade. Have this nice wedge across the top here. This is not sharp. I'm putting pressure on it. This is unsharpened. This here is your business end. And as you can see, we have CPM S30V also on this blade steel, and good old USA. Again, this is Post Falls, Idaho made. Come around here on the back side, the blade is good and sterile. And here we go, more of that jigging and a removable pocket clip. So anyway, this is the Piranha. I didn't tell you the model number. This is the Piranha USA, and this is called the Bodyguard. Again, kind of a dagger-esque, definitely not dual-edged, single-edged kind of dagger blade on this guy. Has some nice, check it out, snappy deployment, good spring on it, all aluminum, really light. I don't know, but on my HT scale, I'm going to guess this is somewhere around 3 ounces. Very, very light, maybe even slightly under 3 ounces, but just a little fun for you. Piranha USA, Post Falls, Idaho, and this is the Piranha. And last but not least, what are we doing? 16 minutes? Yeah, I'm trying. This is one that this is one of about 3 knives the other day when I did my Mount Rushmore of Benchmade. Didn't make the cut, but came close. Was definitely an honorable mention. And that is this guy. This is the Benchmade CLA. And what does that stand for? Compact Light Auto. Don't quote me on that. CLA. This is the Benchmade CLA, and I believe maybe stands for Compact Light Auto, but again, could be wrong on that. And check out this beautiful jigging here. Kind of some green and black here going on. As you can see in here, maybe, this is ridged. Can you see those ridges in there? Very nice. You've heard me say before, there is good and bad G10. All G10, all micarta isn't created equal. Some people, it's the same stuff. It's all synthetic. Yeah, it's all synthetic. I get it. But there's layered G10. There's G10 that has these raised ridges. I mean, this is executed really, really nice, in my opinion, for G10. Which I like G10. I mean, I'm not trying to make it. I like G10, and I cannot lie. So I'm not having to make excuses for the handle material. G10 is a good material. But anyway, has a nice lock here. So if you push that lock up, let me see, is that locked or unlocked? Well, we'll find out. I am locked. When you have this in the up button and you push, I am pushing on this deployment button here. We got nothing happening. So you safety minded people, man, I'm scared to death of those things. That thing, I've heard they'll go off in your pocket and cut you all up. Well, here's an added feature for you. As long as this is in the up position, you can hit it on something like I showed you, hit it at the wrong angle, not coming open. I say that. If man made it, it can fail, folks. I don't care. You can put 1,003 safety measures. If man coon fingered it and put it together, it can fail. But again, you're that guy that's going to get struck by lightning twice walking to Walmart. So take it with a grain of salt. But anyway, with that pushed up and you push that button, nothing's going on. You, if I can do it here, push it down. Hear that nice audible click. Very nice. And wha-bam. Now we get into this beautiful fingerprint probably laden drop point blade. Has this nice thick swedge across the top. Some nice flats here where the old butterfly is. And then we come down to kind of a hollow grind here, about a 3/4 high hollow grind on this one. Take you around on the back. All the Is there any? Yep, there is some inflammation here on the back. We have our blade steel. We can get that to come through, 154 cm. And what does that say? Like Benchmade.com. I mean, you're never going to pick that up. But anyway, there's 154 cm and like some Benchmade.com or something underneath that. And on the front, we have the Benchmade. And right between, you'll probably never pick that up, but underneath the wings here of these on these Benchmades, right there in the middle, they usually have their model number, which I don't think I can read on this one. It is the CLA, and I should know this, but my eyes are not good enough to make that out. Maddie, come here, Maddie. Maddie is wanting to join us. So, but anyway, has a nice, I would say, pretty deep pocket clip here. And again, we are going with my favorite Benchmade clip, the long Parkerized deep carry clip. Love this clip. I find no reason to get rid of that clip and get some aftermarket. But anyway, this is what this knife looks like in hand. Very comfortable. As you can see, has this nice little swell in the middle. You have a place for your index finger, and just watch my fingers. Just have this little swoop at the end to kind of, lock your pinky in there. But I am not. I mean, if you had gorilla hands, that little lip at the end may be uncomfortable for you, locking you down, locking your pinky kind of in there. But I have extra large hands, and it fits me like a glove. I am very comfortable. I'm not like forced or crammed in. But let's check out the action on this. I'll do it in this hand. As you can see, me holding it in my left, it almost wants to come flying out. Plenty of thwack. Love it, love it, love it. This is the Benchmade CLA and good old 154 cm steel, stainless steel. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And yeah, that concludes my my 4 autos that are currently in my collection. Benchmade CLA, Piranha Bodyguard, Cobra Tech Hidden Release in Stag, Trapper, Hidden Release Trapper, and last but not least, the Buck 112 Pro Elite automatic. So, Brother JC, hope I did you some justice on your tag, buddy. If not, give me a little grace. But anyway, hope y'all had fun with that. Not something you're going to see a lot on my channel, but hey, I've been scolded a little bit. I listened to my viewers, and they have told me, want to see some different things. We don't want to see a folding hunter 8 days out of 7 on your channel, HT. So I got you. You will be seeing one come this Friday again, Folding Hunter Friday. Sorry, not sorry. But we're trying to diversify and listen to you guys, because you're what it's about. So anyway, thank you guys for letting me in your homes today, and hope you enjoyed it. Go get you some of this Lord's Nectar, and you will have a great day, I promise. I'm HT. God bless you. We are out.
Buck knives gleaming under that old porch light. He'll tell their stories deep into the night. Reviews and torture tests, it's a sight to see. HT's EDC.